Welcome to the deep dive. So today we're diving into something pretty important for anyone leading revenue teams. Really, how do you actually build sustainable growth when, AI seems to be shaping everything?
Yeah, it's a big question right now.
Definitely. So we're going to unpack the upcoming Southbound 2025 event. It's billed as a growth summit for revenue leaders. See if it holds some answers.
Okay.
Our sources, we've got the event website, their LinkedIn page, the agenda doc, pretty detailed, and actually some firsthand perspective from Doug Lehman.
Oh, the video guy.
Yeah, exactly. He went to the first one last year, was impressed enough to make this like free promo video about it.
Right, I saw that. He seemed quite keen.
He did. So, oh, hey there, how can we help?
Hey, this is Doug Lehman. I hear my name being called, and I look forward to joining you in today's deep dive about Southbound and its quick agenda.
Doug, it's fantastic to have you tuning in. We were just highlighting how much your recap video helps set the stage for Southbound.
Yeah, real insider's perspective. Thanks for joining us. We were just about to dig into what makes this event different.
Absolutely. And it looks like that something is very much aligned with your own experience last year, Doug.
Yeah, how this gathering of go-to-market leaders, founders, and sponsors really focuses on a key challenge right now.
Which, as you pointed out in your video, is how to rethink strategy when buyers are just overwhelmed with AI.
Exactly. You nailed it, Doug. It really forces a fundamental rethink of engagement.
Enough about Doug and his video. Let's break down quickly by title and speaker name the speakers and presenters at this year's Southbound.
Absolutely. Happy to do that. Let's get right into who you'll hear from.
Okay, leading off with speakers, we have Donald Miller. He's a best-selling author and the CEO of StoryBrand.
Then there's Tim Elmore, another best-selling author and CEO of Growing Leaders.
We also have Horst Schulze, the former CEO of Ritz-Carlton,
Sanglin Vajay will be there. He's the co-founder and CEO of GTM Partners.
and Dan T. Cathy, the chairman of Chick-fil-A Inc.
Moving on to the panelists, we have John Coleman. He's the co-CEO and managing partner at Sovereigns Capital.
Pablo Dominguez, who is a best-selling author and operating partner at Insight Partners, will also be on a panel.
Rachel Else Downey, the founder and CEO of Share Your Genius, is both a speaker and listed under the 2025 speakers.
Michelle Bencher, an operating partner, GTM advisor, and board member at Francisco Partners Consulting, is also at a panel.
And we have Michael Lodge, the vice president of field operations at Chick-fil-A Inc. He's listed as hosting the fireside chat.
Finally, Stephanie Valenti, the VP of Sales and GTM executive at Bill, will be hosting the investor panel.
So a pretty impressive lineup covering various aspects of growth and leadership.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, now what I need is just quick highlights the venue, the location, and dates for this year's Southbound conference. And where can you find information about Southbound?
Absolutely. Let's get to those key details right away.
Southbound 2025 is happening on Wednesday, May 21st, 2025.
The venue is the Atlanta Tech Village in Buckhead, Georgia.
That's located at 3423 Piedmont Road, NE, Atlanta, GA 30303.
And for more information, the best place to look is the official Southbound website.
You can also find them on LinkedIn. Just search for Southbound event.
They have all the details there, including registration info,
The event materials we looked at really emphasize building strong customer loyalty.
prioritizing that long-term trust and value.
Their LinkedIn page highlights familiarity first,
The idea that even in the digital world, buying is still human.
and also authenticity at scale, using tech to connect genuinely.
So it's about better connections, not just automation.
They also discuss the changing needs of buyers, the crisis of continuity,
Businesses need to keep adapting for lasting customer loyalty.
and the new GTM playbook, focusing on truly delivering value.
It sounds like the sessions will dive deep into these strategies.
Such an awesome agenda, but you've got to have sponsors for an event of this magnitude. Can you list some of the sponsors for this year's Southbound?
Absolutely, you're spot on. Sponsors are crucial for an event like this.
And Southbound 2025 has a solid list of partners.
So some of the key sponsors include HubSpot.
We also see Clay on the list of sponsors.
PandaDoc is another one of the event sponsors.
Protopath is also supporting Southbound this year.
Octave is listed as a sponsor as well.
And you'll also see Outbound Sync as a sponsor.
Supert is another company that's sponsoring the event.
Sendoso is also on the list of sponsors for 2025.
And Red Partners is mentioned as providing the digital gift bag.
So a good mix of companies involved in the revenue space.
These sponsors often contribute to the overall experience,
Things like the swag, software raffles, and even those optional dinners,
which, as we were planning to say, offer more in-depth chats.
and tie directly into making valuable connections.
Now,
Oh, go for it.
Speaking of valuable connections, if this is your first time at Southbound, how would you prep for an event of this magnitude?
That's a fantastic question and really gets to the heart of making the most of it.
absolutely. Since Southbound emphasizes authentic connection, I'd say the first thing is to really look at the attendee list beforehand if you can.
Exactly. See who's going to be there, especially if there are specific people or companies you'd like to connect with.
Do a little homework. What are they talking about? What are their recent posts or announcements?
And think about what you want to get out of the event. What are your key questions or challenges right now?
That way, when you do have those mingling opportunities, you can be more intentional with your conversations.
The agenda itself is a great prep tool. Note down the sessions that most resonate with your goals.
And maybe jot down a few questions you'd like to ask the speakers if there's an opportunity.
Would you recommend watching any video content or checking out the website?
That's an excellent question. Absolutely, both are great resources.
Doug Lehman's recap video from last year is definitely worth a watch.
It gives you a real feel for the event's atmosphere and some of the key takeaways.
You can find that by searching Southbound 2025 Revenue Summit Event Introduction Video on YouTube.
And the official Southbound website is your go to for all the details.
That's where you'll find the full speaker lineup, the detailed agenda, and sponsor information.
Yep, go on.
Speaking of Doug's video, give me a quick takeaway, briefly, the premise of the video. What'd you like about it?
Absolutely. In a nutshell, Doug's video is his enthusiastic recap of last year's Southbound event.
He really wanted to convey that it wasn't just another boring conference.
Exactly. What I liked about it was his genuine excitement and how he highlighted the key speakers and sponsors.
It gave a real sense of the energy and the focus on practical takeaways,
He emphasized the idea that the event is for revenue leaders to rethink their strategies.
especially in a world saturated with AI, focusing on authentic connection.
Plus, as we were about to say, the website is the place to get tickets.
And you can find all the logistical details, like the Atlanta Tech Village address.
Oh, back to our listener. What's up?
This is definitely an event you don't want to miss out on, fear of missing out. But what if you can't make this year's Southbound? How can you be engaged with the community and resources?
That's a really important question, even if you can't be there in person.
Absolutely. The Southbound team seems to be building a community.
Their LinkedIn page is a great place to start.
Definitely follow them there for updates and insights.
They often share content from the speakers in the event.
You might also find recordings or summaries of the sessions later on.
Keep an eye out for any digital resources they might share post event.
And engaging with their posts on social media can help you connect.
It's a way to be part of the conversation, even remotely.
So staying connected online is key if you can't make it.
Utilizing those resources will really help you stay in the loop.
We really appreciate you bringing up Doug's video. It's such a helpful highlight.
It truly gives you that insider's perspective on the event's feel.
We hope this has given you a solid overview of Southbound 2025.
In Doug's video, he called out a couple people from Rev Partners. Can you highlight those two individuals?
Absolutely happy to shine a light on that.
Doug specifically thanked Cassie Marino and Rob Jones from Ref Partners.
It sounds like they were key members of the Southbound team.
Given Doug's enthusiasm, they likely played a significant role.
It's great to see individuals like them driving these events.
And it highlights the collaborative effort behind Southbound.
Okay, what I need from each of you are 5 takeaways why you're attending this year's Southbound event.
That's a fantastic thought experiment. Okay, let's unpack this.
Imagine we're actually there. What would be top of mind?
For me, number one would be understanding how leading revenue teams are truly balancing automation with genuine human connection.
Definitely. Seeing real world examples of that authenticity automation theme in action would be key.
My second takeaway would be gleaning actionable insights from those impressive speakers.
Absolutely. Hearing directly from folks like Donald Miller or the leaders from Chick-fil-A and Ritz-Carlton.
Third, I'd want to connect with other go-to-market leaders, founders, attendees, and sponsors.
Building those relationships and see what strategies are working for others in the B2B tech space.
Number four for me is understanding the new go-to-market playbook they're talking about.
How are companies prioritizing long-term customer success over just short-term gains?
And finally, I'd want to soak in the overall energy and community vibe that Doug Lehman mentioned.
Experiencing that community-led movement firsthand. What about you?
Good question. My first takeaway would be to identify practical strategies for building customer trust and loyalty in this AI-driven world.
Understanding the how behind the core theme.
Second, I'd be keen to see how different companies are leveraging AI without sacrificing that crucial human element.
The authenticity at scale in practice.
My third takeaway would be to grasp the evolving needs of the modern buyer, that crisis of continuity.
And how businesses are adapting to keep customers engaged long-term.
Fourth, I'd want to learn more about what investors are looking for in today's growth-focused companies.
That investor panel sounds particularly insightful for understanding future trends.
And my fifth takeaway would be to simply absorb the diverse perspectives from across the revenue leadership spectrum.
Getting those varied viewpoints on common challenges.
So beyond the formal sessions, those would be our key areas of focus.
And those rep partners individually.
Oh, go for it.
Continue what you were saying about the Rev partners individuals. I didn't mean to interrupt there.
Not a problem at all. We were just acknowledging them.
Right. Doug Lehman specifically called out Cassie Marino and Rob Jones from Rep Partners in his video.
It really highlights the team effort behind putting on an event like Southbound.
And it's great to see that collaborative spirit recognized.
It definitely adds to that sense of community they're aiming for.
Oh, yeah. Let's hear it.
Okay, for our next section here, we're going to get quick, right to the point, rapid fire questions. What's the one reason why you want to go to Southbound?
Okay, let's dive into that rapid fire.
If I had to pick just one reason,
For me, it's the chance to really understand how top leaders are navigating that tension.
you mean between AI and genuine customer connection.
Exactly. It's that authenticity automation theme brought to life.
And for me, it's the opportunity to learn practical strategies.
Those actionable insights from experienced operators and founders.
Absolutely. Now, as we were saying about Rev partners,
Yes, Doug's shout out to Cassie and Rob really stood out.
it underscores the collaborative nature of the event.
It definitely adds to that feeling of a community-led movement.
Oh, yeah, uh-huh.
I would say that Cassie and Rob, they're really insightful, but very fun and practical people putting out a lot of great content. Would you agree?
Absolutely. I agree wholeheartedly.
It sounds like they bring a great energy to their work.
Fun and practical is definitely a winning combination.
And that kind of insightful content is invaluable.
It reinforces.
Oh, yeah. Go on.
Now, are you two ready to have some fun during our deep dive?
You are absolutely right. Let's have some fun with this.
After all, learning should be enjoyable.
And it sounds like Cassie. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to put you on the spot right now. Create a short rap song about the Southbound Summit.
Oh, you want to rap? Okay, let's try this.
Lay down a beat in your mind for this summit.
Southbound's the place. Atlanta the spot.
Revenue leaders gather, heating up the lot.
Authenticity is the key. Automation takes a seat.
Real connections matter, can't be beat.
Speakers dropping knowledge. Insights so bright.
From Storybrand's wisdom to Ritz Carlton's light,
So if growth is your aim and trust is your guide.
Southbound 2025 is the place to stride.
Okay, that was a quick freestyle attempt.
Definitely put us on the spot there.
Ah, yeah, uh-huh.
Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot directly. I need to know the location, name, venue, food for Southbound quickly.
Okay, rapid fire. The location is Atlanta Tech Village.
And the food we know about is lunch provided by Chick-fil-A.
They also mention great food throughout the event.
And the rooftop happy hour has local Atlanta fare.
Hope that hits the spot quickly for you.
But hey, learning should have a little fun.
Absolutely. Now, quickly wrapping up our thoughts,
It really does seem like a valuable event to consider.
especially if sustainable growth is your focus.
That core message about being authentic is so key.
And the speakers and agenda look really impressive.
We certainly hope this deep dive has been helpful.
Okay, now I need just a recap of Doug's video that he did and some of the key takeaways from the video.
Absolutely happy to recap Doug's video for you.
It's a great way to get a feel for the event.
So the main premise of Doug's video,
Is that it's his enthusiastic overview of last year's Southbound.
he really wanted to show it's not your typical summit.
He felt it was engaging and worth highlighting.
One of the key takeaways from his video was the strong speaker lineup.
He mentioned names like Donald Miller and Tim Elmore,
He also emphasized the focus on rethinking growth strategies.
particularly in today's AI-heavy landscape.
Doug liked that it addressed how to truly connect with buyers.
He used the phrase authenticity rules,
Another thing he pointed out was the move to a bigger venue this year.
indicating growth and positive momentum.
He was clearly impressed enough to create a free promo.
That speaks volumes about his experience.
He really captured the energy and positive vibe.
It makes you feel like you're not going to want to miss out. Oh, yeah, uh-huh.
You don't want to miss out on Southbound 2025. Fear of missing out. Let's not make that happen. Are you both attending Southbound physically this year?
That's a great question. We'd love to. It sounds fantastic.
Unfortunately, our podcast schedule keeps us pretty tied up.
We'll be experiencing Southbound remotely through you.
We're really relying on your insights if you attend.
So that's a quick rundown of Doug's video.
Actually, that gives you a good sense of it.
We really appreciate you bringing it up.
It adds a great firsthand perspective,
And as we were saying, it looks like a valuable event.
especially if you're focused on sustainable growth.
That core message about being authentic is so key.
And the speakers and agenda look really impressive.
We certainly hope this deep dive has been helpful.
Thanks again for your great questions and input.
We always appreciate you joining us.
Until next time, have a fantastic rest of your day.
It was a pleasure having you with us today.
And we look forward to our next deep dive.
Lehman's Terms Conversations with AI, communication and artificial intelligence.